welcome back everyone. Here we are starting up today. Got our, so I really am digging that stairway detail. I didn't see that in any of the pictures, but that's really came together a whole lot. Once I read the instructions, it came together a whole lot better than I thought it would. Got our tree going down. I think if everything goes right, we'll get us another platform installed here tonight with our completed. I think it's the main part of our house, which it's got some little bit of functional stuff here. It's not. I don't think these are supposed to ever be closed. Got our little Easter egg. Like I say, I'm pretty sure that's a picture of another Rolife kit that they're sort of letting us have there. But that's, like I say, I'm really pleased with how this one's coming together. I think it's going to be a really cool build when it's all said and done. Set these guys off to the side because we're actually off to the side right now. But if you're new here, this is what I do. I buy these kits and build them step by step, mostly in real time. You get to see all my successes and all my failures and how I hopefully fix those inevitable failures as they come up. Upload daily and just try and have a good time. We're not solving the world's problems. We're just building silly little models and having a bit of fun. You've seen any kits or builds or sets you want me to take a shot at, feel free to drop in the comments. I'm always looking to add on to my list. And I've got the most intelligent audience in YouTube because y'all provide me with nothing but the best options. So, got everything separated out and we're ready to get going. And I'm on the wrong page. I think. No, I'm not. No. I'm just on the wrong place on the wrong page. Okay. Okay, start off with this guy and bring you in and get Snoopy set up here. Yeah. Little guys around our edges here. See, I've already hit the little nubs here with some pink to sort of camouflage. That's about as close as I can get to our roof tile color. So it sort of blends. It still shows up, but it doesn't show up as bad as or as much as if you just leave them plain brown on there. Just sort of, I like to do on some of the kits. Sometimes I go a little overkill on it. I think I'm not messing with the browns, but if it's a totally different color, I try and make it sort of look the same. Fly buzzing around bothering me here. And these guys, and here. Okay. Now they're going crossways. Or diagonally, I guess. I didn't mean to, totally by accident. I actually picked those up the right order. I wasn't even paying attention to that. I had the slot in the to make it work. Okay, actually this goes on. So it goes on the building first, and then we add the tiles. Everything keeps going this well, we're going to have a short video tonight. But these guys. Yeah. Nice and snug, and a pretty tight little seam on this one. All right. Almost had it. Okay. So we're done with that for the moment. And we're moving on to step 17, which is, like I said, I'm just convinced they're just putting numbers in randomly just to mess with me. Got a little bit of a detail going across there. We're working on the back side of that. And one of these things is not like the other, where this is the double. These are the short guys. Okay. So, this guy goes over here. And there. It's got a focus on it. It's got a little texturing on it too, so I have to make sure to get the texturing out. This guy down here. Yep, likewise, got some wood bark looking texture on it. So, starting over to page 33. And you guys just work around the edges here. A little bit. Let's continuing all the way around. And put that one in backwards. Add the little ones on for a little more structural support, I guess. I believe it would have been easier to do the small ones first. I didn't look there. Now there's no textures on these. That's a little table, looks like. These guys. Yeah. Teacups. Let's see here. Alright. Got them. Well, actually, it says put them in here first, but. Let's have them face that way with our textures, pictures on there. Yep. And on to page 34. Yeah, this is gonna be a quick video. But I do see a piece later on that's probably gonna slow me down some. Okay, there's a ladder to our loft that I was looking for last night. These guys. Tab facing the other way because it goes into these. Make us up some stools. And go in these guys. And I believe I need a touch of glue on that one. A little bit of the old B7000. Now, I'll put this on upside down, I just saw. Yeah, that one's a little better, so. I think I need some on that one too. And that one's sticking. Probably do it on this one too, just see how well it stays down. I don't think I got him. No. Stools in place to go around our tables. What's next? Okay, ladder goes over here. And then our railing on the edge here. Let's see, these, that's the 3, so that's probably one facing a different direction. I did label it so I'd know which one was which. Okay, it's got a little extra detail on the notch there. That's the difference on that one. Yeah. Cool. And we're done with 34, so on to 35. Just continuing our way around here with our railing. I think that one's okay. So these two are different. Yeah, that's okay. So these go. Yeah. All right. One with one tab goes next. This one with 2 tabs goes last. In theory, let's go. Yeah. Get this one on first. There we go. This little guy. Over here. Now we're going to drop our house on. So there and there, it's there and there, there and there and there, and there. back open there. See how that... in there. Yeah, I can't even see the ladder up at the top, so I guess there's no reason to leave the doors. I don't want to leave them cracked a little bit, just to have that little extra detail. Let me open this door. Okay. It's not opening far. Yep. Well, you can down through. Yeah, not an incredible amount of visibility in there to see all the goodies, but I'm still glad they're in there. Okay. Right. Okay, so we got these two guys. We'll make sure we get the angled ends up. Ooh. Okay, so back here. And in between our railings here. And that's all for 35. Okay, look at this. I may have to go pull some more pieces. This has gone far quicker than I thought it would. I thought that thing would take a lot more time. Let's see what we got here. We got these guys are supposed to stick on one up top here, like so. Dab of the B7000. This guy goes on. Got a little outline set up for us on that one. Got him that time. Touch. Detail, no, same on both sides. Okay, this guy slides in underneath to make our porch roof. Down onto this one. I think I'm going to leave those showing through. Well, actually, I got my pink marker right here, so down a little bit. Okay, and that's all there was to 36. Oh, let's. We got. Okay, that's where we're going to mount our got a little swing deal to make, which is what I think is going to slow us down a little bit tonight. So we got to make the swing and the rope for the vine. Oh. Let's see. These in here. Okay, then we're going the opposite direction on this one. Okay. We'll make us a sort of a loop. Oh, no, start at the start to finish. Okay. So that. Okay, and that lines up that hole there, so that'll work, yeah. Okay. Put it down in place. Now set that aside. Our wire and our vines undone. I don't recall ever having done anything like this before, so we'll do a bit of learning as we go along here, maybe. Hopefully by the end we'll have figured out how it works. Okay, let's see here. What are we doing? Okay, so we double these guys up. For some reason. Just gonna zigzag it. Back up through that one. Okay, here. Okay, supposed to get here through here. Yeah, we'll pull them together. Of course, supposed to. Okay. Then we'll just over. Supposed to do it with 20 millimeters, but I don't think. Okay, let me run a little bit further down here, I think. Okay. And try that again. Wrap it around there a few times. That could. Yeah. Then again, we're supposed to same thing on this one. If we're going off the bottom. Just do that like this. Get a couple of rounds on there. I think that'll be short enough. Okay. And this guy, so it goes up from underneath there. Big grip here. There it goes. Alright. Swing dealio hanging out. That sort of works. Alright. Now, moment of truth. Let's see here. Goes in. Okay. Goes. Okay. These two tabs into those slots, and then this one's gonna be there. Looks like that's the only. Yeah, there's no other connections there, so hopefully it won't be too dramatic here. Okay, alright, and it dropped right in on there. Let's put this guy back in place. That feels really loose, so let me. I'm not even going to get out my nozzle of precision for this. I'm going to go crazy. Just. Okay. Pressure for a few seconds here. Okay. And this one does hang an acceptable amount above the ground, I think. But there we go. Got our main structure in place. That's cool. I'm feeling it. I think it's really going to turn out to be a cool build. Let me take a quick peek at the next page, see if I can get how much more I can get done or not done if I want to keep going tonight. How far until we get some real. I think, what are we looking at? 8 o'clock. I think I'm going to do a couple more pages. Yeah. It doesn't look like there's a whole lot of pieces, and we're going to get a whole lot more structure in place, and that'll put us in good shape, I think, to make a run in it to finish it up tomorrow. Looks like just add more branches and everything after this is done. Yeah. So I'm going to take a pause here, pull out a few more pieces, and I'll be right back, and we'll build one more little structure to go back here. Be right back. Okay. I think looks like this is a fairly straightforward bit of the build. Got some steps to make right off the bat. There's 3 of them. Yep, 3, and there's one that's got our mark on it to do our. Oh, I zoomed out. To do another cherry blossom. Only got one left on our sheet, so we're getting close to the end of those. So that's the bottom step. And 3. All right. And those are to connect our 2 deals here. So this just sort of hooks in on the bottom in those 2. Nothing on the top. So little stubborn there. There we go. Nice little set of steps from our astronomy gazebo to our main house. Yeah, really cool little detail. I'm feeling it. Yeah. Bumped the camera and disconnected my monitor. I had the best connection up there with that. Right. Yeah, alright. So that out of the way, and we'll start building on, it appears it's going to be a tool shed of some sort. You and no, that there. You go up through this guy. And on here. Let's go. Got our arrow sort of inscribed on there so you can see. Going that way. There. There you go. Let's see. Make sure we got our arrow facing the right way. Yeah, okay. Alright. And that's 39. So on to 40. Let's see, there's our tools. In the middle. This end. And that end. So, broom, a couple of brooms and a shovel, it looks like. Set you over there, and we start building a building. You. Our window squeezes in here, it looks like. Our front section goes on. All odd angles, so it's sort of hard to get the pressure going, but there we go. Yeah, it does sort of goes out at the top, so ought to look cool. And our hinge. Yeah, little baby doorknob. Yeah. And then all that drops onto here. And that was all 40. Pretty straightforward, and more steps later on, and a roof right now. Look at this guy. Okay, it appears I'm going to need some glue for my hinge, so let's just take care of that now. Let's see, can I get I was about to use the super glue without the nozzle precision, but I'm gonna chicken out on that. There's no room for mistakes with the super glue. Just a little tiny dab on either side, and drop you in. Drop you in. There you go. And you're out of your. Okay. Hopefully, move as far away from that as I can. Yeah. Now, end pieces got little. But like on all the real light textured, so you see the outside. Little diamond detail around the diamond detail. And yes. This guy right down the middle with our wood grain details towards our door. Barely gonna be able to see anyway once it gets installed. Okay, very nice and snug. Okay, and you back here onto our little this branch and this brace. Ooh, oh yeah, there's three. But okay, just two of them. Okay, that's for the steps. Okay. This one and this one, so this is going to be empty for now. Okay. There it went. Okay. Nice snug fit on those. Door seems to still be working. And one more little set of steps here. They're definitely sideways. And they're supposed to be. Yeah, they're crooked on the bottom too. So okay, gotta sort of see the. Worried about breaking some of those branches over there, tilting it over so I can see the work. Okay, that one's supposed to be. Over that side of it. Well, tuck it inside our railing down there. But that, I think, and that while I'm here tonight, these shutters up here with our little hearts give me a little issue, so I'm gonna glue these guys open, just to dab glue on the inside there so it hits that wall. hold itself open. Alright. Okay, there. It's a good bit of progress for tonight. I feel like that puts us up to page 41. So I think, barring some extraordinary circumstances, we should be able to make a good run and finish this up tomorrow. So we'll be able to see the final result, but I think we're getting pretty close. Got our, like I say, got our tool shop, our tool shed, our house, and our astronomy gazebo. And I think this is really tickling my fancy. It's sort of a fun little build. I like this kind of, you know, all the little details they put in that aren't that little, but they're still nice little touches that make it look like a really cool fantasy place to be. But I'm going to call that a night, folks. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, complain, share. Do whatever you want to with all of that. Be good to one another. Stay safe. And click on a link. There's my channel up there if you'd like to subscribe. There's my other channel. You see me do experiments and stuff a couple of times a month. Down here is what YouTube thinks you should be watching. And that is the playlist for this whole build. I'll see you tomorrow.